Hey guys, I'm back, and about less than an hour ago, this popped up. Uh, it's faction raids. Yeah, faction raids. And we're just gonna look at the prizes and see what the factions are gonna be going for. All right, let's look at rank one, the top prize. It's a 4 star, and just understand that during these faction events, it's always gonna be 4 stars. It's never gonna be 5 stars unless they change it, but it's usually gonna be 4 stars. So let's take a look at this 4 star Clark. There's another original name here, Clark. Well, let's see what makes Clark so special. Alright, he's a 4 star. And he's a healer. His adrenaline rush, war zone healing. It's fast, 56 AP. It's 50% max HP to all teammates, and it also gives a 40% defense buff for 3 turns. So in a way, it's a little bit similar to Mark, except Mark's is, his is faster and his is for 4 turns. But I do believe this Clark does heal 10% more than Mark. Uh, and also he has the specialist skill execution, which is kind of odd that a healer would have the ability to execute people when he's supposed to be reviving. Maybe that's something they should have made with him. Maybe he could have been the first uh, healer that was a reviver. Instead of just this plain. It would have been nice because Herschel has that revive AR, and I expect other cards to have that revive, but it would have been nice for them to introduce this to a 4 star. And being that he's a healer, instead of just making him just a plain healer, like, because most healers, they're always gonna do the heal then give that either attack buff or defense buff. Well, it would have been nice change if he would have had a revive. Then I'm pretty sure everybody would have been like, wow, and maybe more factions probably would have went for him. But I think, of course, the normal top factions will go after him, but more, it's going to be probably more just to get that top ranking instead of actually going for this guy. Because like I said, if you already have a healer like Mark, you really have no need for this card, uh, which is kind of a shame, because the way Scopely sets it up for these faction events, and that it's always going to be a 4 star, but everybody knows, pretty much in every region, that the top factions, they already have a lot of 5 stars. They have 5 stars, and they really don't need these 4 stars. So if it was, I guess, distributed more to the factions, because a lot of the mid factions, the ones in the top 10 and above, they're the ones really in need of these 4 stars, and the top factions aren't. It would have been a lot nicer if that was the way it was run. And who knows, maybe they could just give the top factions more 5 star tokens. I think they would have more use of the top 5 star token than receiving these 4 star cards. But yeah, I don't want to say he's a solid card. Really, it's weird how a healer would have this execution specialist skill, but that's not to say that the heal itself is good. But me myself, having 5 stars and having Mark, even if I was able to get him, he'd probably just be someone I'd use for a level up, just to get those bonus points. But let's see what else they get. They get a crate of 4 star weapon tokens. Wow, they have eight eight variations. This is kind of it's kind of not it's nonsense. Why the heck would you have 8 variations? Okay, it's just all right. They're in 50 increments, but it's okay. 8 variations of the tokens. Your chances are divided by 8. Okay. So they get 2 of those crates. And the third one they get a Benedict, which is pretty standard in the the top ranks. And they do get a chance at oh no, these are elite item tokens. Whoa, they get a 4, they have a chance for a 4-star recruit token. But they have a high chance of getting elite item tokens, which I'm pretty sure in this raid tournament they'll be overstocked with tokens from the raids. But okay, that's in the crate. Okay, all right. Rank 2, and I guess the person that's gonna be offered to rank 2 is Joe Bob. Joe Bob, this guy, this card is pretty terrible. I mean, the only thing he got going for him is that 44 AP, but he's not that great. But you know, I'll stop there. You know what? For someone who doesn't have a lot of 5 stars, someone that just has a few 4 stars and a few 3, has a bunch of 3 stars. Actually, Joe Bob would be great, and that's one of the reasons why I mentioned earlier. These 4 stars, it should be distributed more to the lower factions, the ones that are trying, actually trying during these events, that are showing effort, getting in that top 20, because it's a lot harder for these free to play factions, these factions that don't really have the top cards to really dominate. They should be the ones receiving these cards, because like me, I have a lot of 5 stars, so when I see a 4-star like Joe Bob, I kind of laugh, but at the same time I shouldn't really laugh, because maybe six months ago or more, I probably would have been like, wow, I need to get that Joe Bob, because to me he is actually solid if you don't have a lot of great good cards, because he's pretty, I guess, I will say he's okay, he's pretty decent, and yeah, he's 44 APs, which is very fast, At the same time, he deals a decent amount of damage, I think it sucks because it's only for one enemy, 225. Normally you'd see that multiple targets, and even Carl hits 3 enemies with 225. I think Gregory hits 4 targets for 225. But he does cause bleeding, 100 bleeding damage for 4 turns. But his leader skill is pretty decent. It's a Rainbow Team leader skill. All teammates, not only ranged, not only melee, all teammates get that 20% attack and 20% defense, but it's only against ranged characters. So yeah, it's a Rainbow skill, a Rainbow Team leader skill, but at the same time, it's specifically for a certain type of cards you go against. But yeah, Joe Bob, like I said, for second place, he may be a terrible card. But if he was a card that would probably, if he was given to, like, let's say from 16 to 35, I bet you a lot of them would appreciate him. They'd be happy, They'd be happy. Even maybe 5 to 15 will be happy to get a card like that. I'm pretty sure a lot of people in my faction, they would appreciate having a Joe Bob. But unfortunately, he's only gonna be, the second place prize, and like I said, he's either gonna be supply depoted or he's just gonna be saved for level ups. All right, they also get a crate of the 8 variations of elite weapon tokens. Yeah, this is pretty silly. That's divided by 50 increments. 250, 300, 350, 400. I guess the last faction event where they mixed up the tokens, it was 5-star, it was 5-star, it was elite recruit, no, not it was 5-star tokens, it was weapon tokens, 4-star tokens, and I forget the third one, whether it was elite item, but it was all mixed up, and I complained about that. I said, why even have different token, just make it one. But when I said that, I didn't mean make 8 variations. I said make it, if it was 6, yeah, okay, cool. If it was 4, that's more awesome because you have 4, you have 4 chances of 4 different amounts. Having 8 different amounts, that's that's kind of silly. But all right, their third crate, they'll be getting Basil, the 4-star trainer, and they'll get the same as the other one. They get a 4-star recruit token, or they will most likely get the elite item token, which, like I said, they'll have a overstocked with from doing all the raiding. From 3 to 4, okay, from 3 to 4, they will have an elite gear bag. I mean, not elite, but ultra gear bag. And for a chance for a walkie or a school bag or any of these other 3 items required to upgrade a 5-star to tier 4. They have one of those. Then the second crate, same thing, the 8 variations. And then the bottom one, they'll be getting Basil also with the 2 type of tokens. Alright, from 5 to 15, they'll have a bag to either award them, a beanie or a flak. Then they have the tokens, again, the 4-star weapon tokens. And then the bottom, they have a chance, they will receive Basil, and they have a chance to get either 4-star or the elite item. Okay, from 16 all the way up to 35, they'll get the same thing, either a flak or a beanie. The weapons, the 4-star weapon tokens, but this time they'll be receiving Brady, and from the 2 different type of tokens. And everybody else, 36 to 400, will have a chance of hiking boots and either get gloves, a compass, or a belt, because let's be honest, that's the only things that ever come out of this thing. They might as well just get rid of all this, get rid of the flak, get rid of the beanie, get rid of the map, get rid of the tool belt, the alpenstock, and the camp stove. Just put in boots, put in the gloves, put in the belt, and put in the compass. But I guess put the boots like 5 times, because that's you have a high rate of getting these boots. All right. In the bottom, they will get the tokens also for the 4-star weapons, and in the bottom, they will get a Brady. I'm surprised they'll get a Brady. I was expecting them to be awarded Bert. But okay, they'll get a Brady, and then they'll have a chance of these 2 different tokens right here. All right. As far as the prizes go, like I said, it's the usual. 4 stars are awarded for these faction events. Like I said, I really wish that the 4 stars were actually awarded to the lower factions, because they're the ones that's in more need of 4 stars. And like I said, I'm not sure, I can't speak for the top factions, but I'm pretty sure they'd like to receive maybe a guaranteed either a bag or a walkie instead of a 4-star. Or, just give them a chance of getting maybe 500 token, 500 token 5-star token, something like that is probably more valuable than receiving, a 4-star or a serial killer medic. Okay, let's take a look at the stuff you get from the milestone. Milestone is pretty much the usual. Like I said, it always switch from flak to beanie, and this time it's beanie. And I mentioned before I need more beanies, so I will be definitely going after this. It's 1400 trophies, so there's roughly about maybe 14 refills to achieve this, so it's not too bad. I have more than enough I could spare 14 refills, but along the way you get some crap here and there. It's nothing really of value except for this grenade, of course, because the Scopely knows how difficult it is to make these grenades, so they always have to include it. And of course, gas mask. You always have to wear that gas mask. But okay, I haven't even started yet. I haven't started raiding. The event's gonna be just a day, so it's pretty quick. You know, it's not gonna be that long. There's only a day and 5 hours left with this faction raid, so it's a fairly quick raid. So who knows? Maybe they'll have the solo level up right afterwards. I'm hoping for an Ultra Gear roadmap. That's what I'm really hoping for. You know, I'd like to have a chance of yeah, well, I don't want to say I already know who I want to tier for. With a little luck, if they do throw in the ultra rare roadmap, maybe by chance I'll get lucky and get another school bag. You know, because I do have like a few extra walkies. I think I have two. You know, if I get an extra school bag on top of the guaranteed one that they give you, you know, and like I said, maybe with a little luck, get more school bags, more walkies. I'll have, you know, I'll be able to bring more of my, you know, 5 stars. But that's only if they do drop it this weekend. But yeah, this video was just about that. I just wanted to talk about what's the rewards, and yeah, it's not bad. It's not too bad. It's just this guy is weird. This Clark is weird. Gonna heal and then gonna kill. All right, okay, that makes sense. Alright, and this is weird. Yeah, 8. Count them, 8. Alright. Well, yeah, just wanted to talk about this faction raid that is going on right now. So, I'll see you guys later.